Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So I feel like we are very overdue for a get ready with me. I did go to Ulta yesterday and picked up some new products. It was seriously like Christmas morning walking in to Ulta yesterday. There were so many new releases and so many just makeup products that were kind of on my radar that I was able to actually see and just look at in person. So it was really, really fun. I do have some new products from the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection. Absolutely adorable. I'm actually not even a Hello Kitty fan, but this collection in person was just far too cute to pass up. So here we are. I purchased the glossy lip stain from the collection. I also purchased 2 lip oils, which I will show you here in a second. And then I purchased this Radiance liquid. So it's kind of like a liquid highlighter, illuminator type thing. What else did I purchase from the collection? Also this highlighter here, which is like very pinky. So I feel like I have enough here to do a like full face. I will have to pull for some products, but for the most part, I think I have a lot to share with you today. So let's go ahead and jump on in and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Also, I do have my coffee here. This is an iced coffee, an iced latte. It's so delicious. So cheers if you have a drink as well. But let's get into it. I think what I want to do is start out using this liquid illuminator. I'm very curious to see how it will look as a primer. And this says that it has a natural looking peachy pink glow to it. And everything within the collection has absolutely cute packaging. So we're gonna see. I'm honestly not sure how this is going to look, but we will cover it up with foundation anyways. So even if it doesn't look great, that's okay. I will say whenever I swatched this yesterday, it looked pretty like glittery on the skin, like on the back of my hand, but it still looked really pretty. So I'm curious to know how it's going to look here on my face. Also, if you are someone who is sensitive to fragrance, I would probably skip over this entire Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection because it all has a fragrance. So the fragrance is kind of giving like a sweet apple scent. So again, if you are sensitive to fragrance, please keep that in mind because again, it is very heavily fragrant. So this is what my skin is looking like after just applying a little bit of that primer on. I actually don't see any glitter, so I actually feel like that looks pretty nice. So what I've been loving to do lately is use this e.l.f. setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I've been loving this as like a primer spray, so let's go in with this. And then a rediscovered foundation that I pulled out of my collection because it had been a while that I've tried it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've actually really been enjoying this one. I do wear the shade 1 and 2 Accrue, and this one was in kind of my like, I don't know, like I have a separate drawer of makeup that I will potentially either declutter or like give it away because maybe it's something that I'm not really reaching for from my main collection, which is behind me in my IKEA drawers. But for some reason, I was wanting to pull this one out the other day and I really liked it. So I wore it the majority of the week this week because I feel like it actually looks really beautiful. Okay, so here's what the complexion looks like. I feel like the primer looks really nice underneath this foundation. I obviously look pretty ghostly in the camera, but I do feel like this foundation is a good shade for me. But I feel like the Estee Lauder foundation is a pretty, like, I would say satin matte satin matte foundation. It is more on like the medium to full coverage level for me. And I feel like the foundation went on nicely underneath that Wet n Wild like liquid illuminator. You can also, I would imagine, use this as an actual liquid highlight, but I really wanted to try this as a primer because I'm not super into liquid highlights. So far, so good with this one. Okay, then let's go in with concealer. But firstly, I want to show you, these are the 2 lip oils that I got from the Hello Kitty collection. Very, very pretty. This one is in the shade Diamond Bow, which I'm pretty sure is getting a lot of buzz here. And then this one is in the shade Magic Apple. And I think I'm gonna put this Magic Apple one on because I want something on my lips, and I feel like this will give me some life. This one is very, very pigmented, but it's really beautiful. I actually really enjoy just kind of like this sheer red look. And then this one, I will say, it's not very gray or black on the lips. It definitely has more glitter to it. I can try to wear this, like swatch it maybe a little bit later, but here's what this one looks like. And then let me quickly show you a swatch of the one that I'm wearing on my lips. And again, these have kind of like that appley scent that I was talking about. So I wanted to show that one. And I really like the Wet n Wild lip oils. I think they're really nice. I have one of them already in my collection. That's from like their, you know, standard line. And whenever I saw these in person, I was like, hey, like, I really want to try these out. So I'm really glad that I got them. I do think the one that's the more like sparkly gray one is definitely very, very unique. And again, it's kind of like creating more buzz than of course the others because I feel like it just looks very unique. Right now I'm going in with a product that's in my Shop My Stash. It is the Urban Decay, is this the Stay Naked? Yes, the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. And this was in my Shop My Stash. So just wanting to pull for stuff that isn't new, just kind of wanting to pull from my stash. And I've really been enjoying this one, so. Okay, so I'm looking very ghostly. I did go ahead and apply that concealer, like I said, and then I did go ahead and set the face. My camera literally only has like 2 bars left. I'm really frustrated. I completely forgot to plug in my camera whenever before I was gonna start filming. But anyways, I went in with the Laura Mercier. This is the translucent loose setting powder, the ultra blur version. And then I do want to go in with the Hourglass palette. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked, and this is the Dragon shade, which is the more lighter version. So here's what this one looks like. I've really, really been loving this one. And I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, which the bronzer, I have to say, is not super pigmented, but I do tend to fall in the the like light category when it comes to like foundations and concealers and all of that. So it could be that maybe I need the deeper bronzer. It does show up, like, I mean, you can see it. I think it's just like it takes me a little minute to get into this and to get to the pigmentation level on my face that I want. But I've really been enjoying this palette. I really want the Evil Eye palette, which is the second one. I did that last year where I got the jellyfish one and the leopard one, and I use them pretty much interchangeably, and I use them all year. So they have definitely been good purchases for me. So I'm totally happy with the fact that I bought both of them. I will say, I feel like I shouldn't have to be going in this much. That was actually my issue with the NARS holiday face palette from this year. I did purchase it. I actually picked it up from Sephora, and I was so pissed that I had to dip in like 20,000 times to get the pigmentation that I want. And that's kind of happening with this Hourglass one. But again, I really, really love the formula of these powders, that I am more willing to kind of work with these, but I don't think you should, right? I feel like if I had the Evil Eye, it would not be the case. I feel like that wouldn't be happening, but you can clearly see that it did bronze up my skin, and that's obviously the whole point. Like that's what I'm doing here. I swear that I have hair. It literally looks like I have no hair with my like hair pulled back like this, and then I just look crazy. So hopefully I don't look too bad. I always feel like in the viewfinder I look rough, and then whenever I go in to like edit the videos, I'm like, girl, you look fine. So gotta trust the process there. So for blush though, I do want to go in, of course there are 2 blushes in that Hourglass palette, but I do want to go in with this Kosas blush here. This is the Blushes Life blush in the shade Euphoria. Super beautiful. I have been loving this little Kosas like blush trio that I picked up from Sephora. It's one of the holiday sets that Kosas came out with this year. And it is 3 mini blushes for $30, which I feel like is such a good deal. And I've been using them nonstop, like seriously. They have been some of my favorite blushes. And honestly, this formula is like top tier. It's so good. And I haven't forgotten about that Wet n Wild highlighter. I'm actually gonna play with that next. Okay, I fixed my hair so that it looks like I actually have hair, but I just pulled it back. So hopefully that looks better. No one was probably saying anything. It's just me. I realized this. But anyways, I do want to note about the Wet n Wild lip oil. You can still see the color. However, it is definitely like not as glossy. Like I feel like these are not the most glossiest lip oils. I do feel like I need more bronzer. So I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is just kind of like what I have pulled from my stash to wear. And I'm just gonna add some life back into my skin because again, I just feel like I did not get enough from the Hourglass. I think that looks better. And on camera, because of the lights, it does wash me out. So it could be like in person I look fine and I'm actually probably putting on too much bronzer. But for camera purposes, I feel like I need to put on more. Okay, now I feel like I put on too much. Okay, girl, get it together. Okay, so now let's go in with something I'm really excited for. It is this from the Hello Kitty Wet n Wild collection. This is the highlighter in the shade Cheerleader, and this looks absolutely stunning. It's super just feminine and cute, and I'm just thrilled. I'm really excited to try this out. I'm going in with like my regular highlight brush, and I did tap off the excess, and I'm going to just kind of like press this into the skin. It looks really, really pretty, but it is very, very glittery. So if you're not into glittery, you may not love this. I kind of want to use my finger. What happens if I use my finger? Like, does it? Like, can y'all even see it? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you can definitely see it on this side. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not, but let me go in with my blush brush and I'm going to treat this like a blush topper, and let's see what happens. Ooh, do I like it better like that? Yeah, I feel like I like it better like that, actually. So this is okay. I don't know if you need to purchase this, like, to be honest. I think it looks really pretty. I think you can definitely see it. I just, like, it's very glittery, so keep that in mind. If you do not like glitter, like, run far, far away from that product. But I feel like if you do and you're super like into Hello Kitty, by all means. Okay, so for the sake of my low battery, I am going to do a few things off camera. I'm going to do my brows, prime my eyelids, and then we will get into some eyeshadow. So I will be right back. Okay, so brows are on. For eyeshadow primer though, I did go in with my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And then for these brows, I did go in with my Urban Decay Brow Blade. I do have the shade Neutral Nana, although I'm not sure if the shade is like absolutely perfect for me, but here we are. I did remove that lip oil, and let's try on the other shade. This is Diamond Bow. And this is very, very glittery on the lips, but it's pretty. I tried it on yesterday. Not a lot comes off of the applicator. So here's what this one looks like. I think it looks really, really pretty, really nice and glittery. So there's that. For eyeshadow, I posted, I think it was like my last couple of videos where I did like my best fall fragrances and then like my spooky palettes video. I got some compliments on my look, and I kind of wanted to recreate it for y'all because I really, really loved it, and it's spooky season currently, so I feel like why not? And I want to use the Bella Beauty Bar Poison Garden palette, so let's do that. And the look that I created, I'm pretty sure was using, I think like this shade here, which is Wolfsbane. I'm not like exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure I did use that shade. So let's get into it. I have thoroughly enjoyed using Bella Beauty Bar. Like seriously, they have become easily one of my favorite indie brands, indie palette brands, eyeshadow formulas, everything. I'm gonna go in with the shade Oleander. I think that's how you say it. It's this like mauve-y color here. And I'm going to be placing that in the crease. And as far as Bella Beauty Bar, I do own this palette. This is the Poison Garden palette. And then I also own the Strange and Unusual palette, which is like their Beetlejuice palette. And it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. The formula is so amazing. Like I can't even explain how much I enjoy these Bella Beauty Bar palettes. I only have the two. My eyes are definitely set on the Vamp palette that they came up with. And so I love it. And I am going to have to charge my battery. So let me do that really quick and then we will resume with the eyes. Okay, so I did let my camera charge a little bit, so I should be good. But I did, of course, already place that Oleander shade in my crease. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. But yeah, I was saying that I really want the Vamp palette from Bella Beauty Bar. I think it's really, really stunning. I wasn't really interested in it whenever it first came out, but then I kept seeing swatches and like people posting their looks with the palette, and I just feel like it's absolutely stunning. I have been going to so many Halloween markets. I follow this group. It's called Kings of Horror, and they have been basically just, they do horror markets like all year round. And so I absolutely love like horror movies. Like I love scary movies. I love, of course, like the horror classic films. And so I have been loving using my Bella Beauty Bar palettes for all of those different markets. I'm gonna go in a little bit with the shade Bleeding Heart, and I'm gonna see like what this will do just kind of like in my crease, like kind of like underneath where I placed that Oleander shade. I'm just curious. But I think what I've been most impressed with Bella Beauty Bar, it's been the mattes. I feel like, I mean, obviously the shimmers are literally to die for. Like, I drool over them. But I think with indie palettes, right, I feel like I kind of expect the mattes to be, or excuse me, expect the shimmers to be really good. And so, yes, while I think some indie brands do shimmers better than others, I think the mattes is what really just gets me and makes me so impressed every single time. And that's kind of how I feel with Bella Beauty Bar and the matte formula. So that did a little bit, adding that shade into the crease. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade, I think that's called Hellbore. It's this really deep plum shade, and I'm going to put this in the outer corner to basically start creating the depth in the eye look. I have been loving to use this Rephr brush. This is the Rephr 01 brush, and I kind of stopped using my Rephr brushes for a moment there, and I noticed that whenever I started using this brush, it's been so much easier for me to basically layer up the deep shades and like actually be able to like blend out. That palette was like hurting my hand, like holding that. Anyways, so I've been really loving this Rephr brush, but how are you guys doing? I'm doing really well. Just been busy with work. I am so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so close. So if you are watching this video and you are not subscribed, please do me a serious solid and subscribe to my channel. It would literally mean the world to me. I have been waiting for this day to come, and it's almost here. And if you don't know, at the 1,000 subscriber mark, and you have to hit I think it's 4,000 watch hours, which I'm really close. I'm at like 309. I'm at 3,996, I think, right now. So I'm really close to hitting that as well. But once you hit that mark, then you can actually apply to be monetized. And that is literally a dream come true of mine. I have dreamt of that day ever since I started my channel, of course, like everyone does whenever they start their channel here. And I would love to be able to get to the point where I can do this part-time. Obviously, if I could do it full-time, that would be great too, but a part of me doesn't want to do YouTube full-time. Like, I don't know if I want to make social media like my full-time job, but I would love to be able to stop working full-time and work part-time and then make YouTube also like a part-time job for me. So again, if you are watching and you are not subscribed, please do me a solid and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Also, please follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to also grow my following there, and I've been trying to just post more like makeup content there. I know that it's kind of like my personal Instagram as well, and let me know if that bothers you. Like, if that's something that, like, if I should just post makeup stuff or just have like a makeup Instagram, let me know. I kind of have been using it for both, like personal, so like my life outside of course, like YouTube and like makeup and all of that, but then also posting things regarding my channel or regarding makeup. So hopefully like that's okay, but please follow me there too. And I will always have it linked down below, by the way. Okay, so I did go ahead and build up that color, and I think it looks really pretty. Now I want to go in with my NYX glitter primer, because while the shades are absolutely beautiful and very impactful, you can get some fallout if, of course, you don't like either spray your brush or use like a glitter primer, because the shimmer shades are just very impactful. So, but anyways, what was I gonna say? yeah, I'm so close to hitting that mark, and I will be seriously so excited when the day comes. But other than that, I'm really excited for the Halloween season. Halloween is seriously like my second favorite holiday. I love, I feel like I need to blend this out a little bit. I love Christmas, but Halloween has to quickly become like my second favorite. It's honestly even approaching to be my top favorite. So now I was looking at a photo, and I can post it here on the screen. I actually took a picture of the look that I'm talking about and like trying to recreate. And if I'm looking at the picture correctly, I think I went into the shade Belladonna on like the outer portion. And then I think I went in with the shade Wolfsbane in the inner portion. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully that is what I did. And if it's not, I'm really sorry. But let's try it. First off, look at how stunning that shade is. It's so pretty. And I'm just focusing it right in the center, but kind of bleeding it into that deep plum matte shade that I put on first. And you can see just how stunning that is. So now I'm gonna do that to the other eye. I'm sorry if you can hear my AC. It's still so hot here. It's very frustrating. I just want it to be fall vibes already. Okay, now going into that shade Wolfsbane, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's so stunning. And then just putting that here in the inner corner, and again, just kind of like layering it on top of that Belladonna shade. I'm pretty sure this is the look that I created. Again, I was going solely based on a photo. It's so stunning. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, then going back to that rougher brush and just kind of like blending like the sides here of everything. And then going back to my original blending brush and just again making sure everything is blended. Wow, I feel so glittery. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara, and then we will be back to finish off this look. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off the look, although I of course want to discuss some of the new lippies because I have some other ones, but really quickly I did go in with that same like dark plum matte and just throw that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm really sorry to mention this because it is discontinued, but I have the KVD, this is the Alchemist holographic palette. I seriously love this for inner corner highlight. And I went in with ultraviolet amethyst and put that in the inner corner. But here is what the eyeshadow look looks like. I think it's absolutely stunning. So I did just really quickly wanted to share with you what I put on. And then also for mascara, I also went in with this. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara, and this is in the shade Ultramarine Black, and it really does have a little bit of a blue hue to it, which I really like actually. It still of course looks black, but I do think it adds something different to the eye look and to your lashes that I really like. So far so good with this one. This is like my second time wearing it, but I really do like it so far. All right, so I have other lip products to share with you. Hopefully my camera will work with me because I, again, only have 2 bars left. Same thing with this lip oil from Wet n Wild, the Diamond Bow one. It definitely leaves the glitter behind, but it's not super like glossy after you wear it for a few minutes. I was wearing it for a long time though, and I have to say my lips do feel moisturized, so at least there's that. I do want to try on the glossy lip stain, although maybe I should do this last because I do feel like it's going to stain my lips. So let's wait on that. I did pick up, like I said at Ulta, I really did feel like it was Christmas, like Christmas morning walking into Ulta, because there were so many finds and so many just new like drugstore makeup releases and all of that. So I did pick up these two NYX holiday lip glosses. They have the cutest like swirl to them. And I picked up two of the shades. So this one is called Holly Berry Swirl, and then this one is called Peppermint Swirl, and this one definitely has more of a red to it. So I do want to try on the red one because I am very curious to see what this is going to look like. I feel like this is going to be the most beautiful holiday lip gloss. So here's what Holly Berry Swirl looks like, or no, Peppermint Swirl. This is what Peppermint Swirl looks like. And honestly, can I add that it's kind of refreshing not to have a huge doe foot. So here's what Peppermint Swirl looks like. I think this is really pretty. Again, perfect for the holidays. I feel like the NYX butter glosses have such a beautiful formula to them. Then let's go into the Holly Berry Swirl now one. This one, when I tried it on yesterday, I didn't love it. I, for some reason, thought this was going to be more like berry, or yeah, more berry, but it's definitely more of a pinky mauve. And I'm sorry, I feel like I tried on so many different lip products that it's probably not true to color, so I'm really sorry, but this is Holly Berry Swirl. I actually feel like this looks really pretty with the look, to be honest. Yeah, I actually really like that one. So those are the two butter glosses. The butter glosses that are swirled, I think they're so fun and so beautiful, again, for the holiday season. So I did want to show that. They had other colors as well, but those were the ones that were speaking to me the most. Now let's try the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty Glossy Lip Stain. Wet n Wild actually does not have this lip formula in their like standard collection, like permanent collection, which is why I was very, very curious about this one. So this is in the shade So Sweet. I'm very curious to see how this is going to apply. And it's probably gonna stain my lips, but here we go. Oh, that's very pink. I was not expecting that. So here's what this one looks like. This is very pink. Again, I was not expecting that. I'm sorry for the ice cream truck. I've said this before in my videos. It's nonstop. Every time I want to film, that happens. But this is really pretty. I actually like this color. Whenever I was putting it on just now, I was like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this. But I think it's nice. I do. It's a little bit much with this look personally, but I do think it's really pretty. It definitely feels like a stain. Whenever you apply this, it goes on kind of like watery, if you know what I mean, like very just like cooling and like watery on the lips. And then now it's like kind of turning more into like a balm, and you can feel it like locking into your lips. So here's what the glossy lip stain from the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection looks like. Okay, now lastly, which I think is the color I'm gonna go with because I put it on yesterday again, and I got home and I was like trying on everything, and it was so beautiful. This is a stain. Like you can clearly see that Wet n Wild product left a stain. Going back in with my sponge just to kind of like, you know, tap it out a little bit. I don't really mind the stain, to be honest, but I picked up this Milani lip oil. I wanted it so badly because of the scent, but also because of the shade, and I had seen some people try it on and I thought it was the most beautiful thing ever. This is the Fruit Fetish lip oil in the shade Black Cherry Vanilla. And first off, this smells divine, but the shade, oh my gosh. The scent is so good, but the shade, just look. The shade is so gorgeous. I mean, come on. Like, so beautiful. I could not believe the fact that this is this. I mean, I thought that was so beautiful. It's like the vampy lip oil of my dreams. I thought it was so pretty. But anyways, that is everything. And I apologize again for the stopping and the starting and of everything, because again, my battery was just seriously going to die, and I apologize. Like, that is totally my fault, bad YouTuber. But really quickly, let me go over my thoughts, because I used some newer products today. So from the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection, let's start with that. So the Radiance Liquid, this was nice. This was really nice. I wore it underneath my foundation today, and I felt like it wore really well. Like, it didn't mess up the foundation application, nothing like that. I don't know if you need this though. Like, I don't feel like the glow was like completely mind-blowing enough that it would justify picking this up. I feel like if you love Hello Kitty and you want to, have this in your collection, go for it. I think it's pretty, but I don't know. I'm just not super like blown away by this item, but I do think it was good. Like, it's not a bad performing product. It's just not mind-blowing. The other products, so I give these a total thumbs up. These are the 2 lip oils. There was a third one. I did not pick those up or pick that one up, but I did pick up these 2. Totally recommend these. I especially love the Diamond Bow shade. I feel like if you want a really just sparkly lip, go for this one. And then this is beautiful for a really nice sheer cranberry red color. Beautiful for the holidays. So I say yes to the lip oils. Like, if you get anything so far, I say yes to this. The glossy lip stain, I like, but it's just okay. Again, I feel like you could possibly skip on this one as well. I just don't think that it's anything like revolutionary. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just okay. It did not perform badly. It did leave a stain. It's just, again, it's just okay. It's not mind-blowing to me. It's not really worth like completely noting and like running to grab it. And I will say too, this Hello Kitty line or collection from Wet n Wild, I thought I didn't have my mic on and I was literally about to die. Okay. Anyways, it's on. So, okay. This Wet n Wild collection, the Hello Kitty one, is not the cheapest Wet n Wild collection. Everything I think is at least $8. It's $8 and above. So this stuff is not cheap. Like, whenever you add everything up together, like, yes, at face value, it looks cheap, or not looks cheap. It seems like affordable, but whenever you buy everything, it adds up, So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. Like, maybe pick out a few items here and there. I will say, I don't think I like this. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Cheerleader. This is, again, what I have on my cheeks. This is so beautiful in the packaging, and maybe I'll love it as an eyeshadow, but I feel like I just don't love this enough. I might try it out one more time, and maybe I will try wearing, like, because right now I'm under this studio lighting, maybe whenever I go and look underneath like my regular lighting in my home, like, maybe I'll feel a little bit better about it. But for right now, I'm not giving this my stamp of approval, because it's just a glittery highlight, like, yes, it has that pinky to it, but it doesn't have like a large pink base to it. I just mainly see the glitter. But it is really pretty. I think you could also wear it as an eyeshadow. And if you love glitter, then you'll probably love this. But I actually may see myself returning this one. I'm not sure. I feel like these 2 products I may like return, but I don't know. We'll see. I do want to try them out again. Okay. Then these NYX Butter Glosses, the Holiday Swirled one. Yes, absolutely yes. Love this. I really, really like these. I love the shades. I especially love the more red one because I think it's gonna be beautiful for Christmas, but they also have other shades as well. But yes to these, I do really, really like those. And then as far as, this isn't really what this video is about, but the Hourglass Face Palette, I do have to say, I do wish it was a little bit more pigmented right off the bat, but I really do like the Hourglass powder formulas. I think they're really good. So I am happy with this one. It's not, again, as pigmented, so I do have to build this one up, but I really do like the effect whenever I do build it up. And I also have really been enjoying the setting powders in here as well. So this one has been good for me. Of course, you guys know I love the Bella Beauty Bar Poison Garden palettes. This is stunning. I have gotten so much use out of this palette already. I really need to play around with these beautiful cobalt blues. I haven't done that yet, so maybe that'll be a look that I create soon. But yes to this, Bella Beauty Bar, check them out. It's seriously so amazing. I am so impressed with their eyeshadow formula. Also, I really like this CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara so far. This is the ultramarine black color, and so far so good with this one. I also wanted to mention, so speaking again of Christmas at Ulta, I did pick up some of the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman collection, so hopefully I can do another Get Ready With Me featuring some of these items. If not, I will do like an Ulta haul or a short or Instagram reel just kind of featuring those products, but my battery is gonna die, so please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, I'd love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Please subscribe. Again, I'm so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. I would love to have you. And thank you so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.